we'd have the table reading, and then I always met with the cast before we started rehearsal. We sat around the table. They were, because when I started, they were really very young, and I talked to them about what the story was going to be about, what we are going to be saying with this, what are what are the important things that I hope we can all get out of it and project to the audience, so that when we actually started to rehearse, they felt part of a larger entity than just my line and I go here and I go there. And I think that helped a lot with the underpinnings of the show and of the relationships. And that was Monday, and then we would rehearse. There would be I think there used to be a run through that first day, and then the rewrites. So the first 3 days was working with the actors, and it was a tricky thing for me that I had to adjust to also because they were minors. And so I had to work with stand-ins, and that was the first time I was doing that to such an extent because they were all minors. And so to stage it and then to communicate it and to find a rhythm where it was still flowing and not two separate activities going on. Then the cameras would come in, and we were restricted by time. The show had to be over at a certain time, or the teachers would step in. So that was a whole new level of discipline that I had to exercise and to adjust to, and still work with them as growing actors doing that. But the typical week was the we'd have the rehearsals, then I'd go up to the office, I'd sit with the writers, I'd bring them up to date as to what's happening on the floor, if there were any issues that they needed to be aware of, because they were young people, and we all had to be conscious of how to bring the best out of everyone. The next day, the same thing would happen, third day, and then we would shoot the show.